Jordan here from Cook Coasting. Today we're talking about water in the setup. Water tanks, how I've connected them, pumps, power, and all the good shit so you can have water on the road that's pressurized, not fucking piss weak gravity water, and is a good capacity so you're not going to run out of water halfway through rinsing off your diving gear, your dog, your feet, wherever you are. There's always going to be plenty of water depending on what you need. So stay tuned, stick around. This is it. So we've got basically it's a cradle that carries my battery plus 2 water tanks. The 2 water tanks, they're 43 litres each and they are connected to each other so they empty and fill simultaneously. What we've got here is our hoses. So we've got the top clear one, that's just a breather hose. It connects to the top of the tanks here, lets out that escaping gas so that the tanks don't explode. Then we've got our emptying tube. This is just to make it easier when I'm emptying and refilling. So this connects to the pump, this connects to a hose where we're on the road and we are able to just plug it in to any hose. And then finally we have the plug here. This is for our water pump. I keep it in there permanently because it's easier when it stays connected to this, to the cradle, and allows me just to plug in and disconnect. I don't have to have a permanent wire anywhere, so it stays in here. The tanks are strapped in. I've got a little green strap here, stops them from jiggling around. And I've also put a little wedge underneath the tanks, and that helps keep it on a little bit of an angle so that the water always flows down to the lower side and then out through the outlet and hoses. That's that. The best part about this is the weight distribution. So when they're fully loaded, they can weigh up to, we've got 86 litres of water, so it's 86 kilos plus a battery and little bits and pieces, the timber frame. We're looking at over 100 kilos. So this goes right down the back. It's in front of the rear axle, so the weight distribution is perfect. The cars can hold weight. It just needs to be positioned in a good way because dual cabs are designed with this overhang, and we want to make sure we minimise the strain we're putting on a chassis when we can. So we push this all the way back in and we keep our weight distribution happy. That's our setup. Now, let's get into the next bit. So, water tanks are in, and now we're going to connect up our hoses. So, my water pump is just a Joulka water pump, the one that came with the hot water system. I've got it sitting in between one of the brackets of the canopy. It's just cable tied in there. And then all I do is I've got my hoses and I connect the outlet hose that is connecting up to my pump. Then I've got my filler hose plus my breather, and they sit on top. Now all I've done is connect up a adjustable, I think they're called adjuster ties. It's just basically this tie that allows me to connect and reconnect each time I want to take it out. They sit in there, they're up nice and out of the way. And then I've got my pump hose, or my pump wire, and that just plugs straight in. And now the pump is live and my tanks are connected. And then all I'll need to do now is connect up my hoses to connect a hose to my filler pipe, my inlet. That will top up the tank, and then I've got 86 odd litres, normally a little bit less, let's say 80 litres. By the time it gets right down to the bottom, it probably is a bit empty. It doesn't actually reach the hose, but yeah, roughly 80 litres. So now that the water is connected, you can see exactly how we run our setup, and now we can do cool shit like head to the beach, have water, rinse off our dive gear. We always have water connected wherever we want to go. Call me precious, maybe a little, but I absolutely love it. So yes, that's that setup. Hopefully this has helped. Hopefully this gets your setup going, and hopefully we can catch you out on the road. Till next time, Catch you out there.